6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
BMTV. Oh, tune to BMTV. My brother, get your remote, tune to channel 114 for the best entertainment, news and all. Na bweba jebo kushana, na nyimbo kushana, ni kuvina, fina na kujula musana. Loco entertainment, nefya kubulaya, kyonse twali kwata, tekweshano kuchinja hiyo. Wikachana kuchani iwe, ukuchinja channel BMTV. Oh, BMTV, we are taking you to another level. Munyina na tule to another level, to another level. Advertise on our channel, malonda yanu ya yenda pasogolo. We guarantee you nothing but the best. BMTV. Oh, BMTV, we are taking you to another level. Munyina na tule to another level, to another level.
What up, Soul Music fans and whoever's watching this video? Today we're talking about decision-making skills. You know, experience is not what happens to a man. It's what a man does with what happens to him.
Tingo yambana kupeza bali ponze chabe tingo gambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza before I think in the manje nayenda
Alright, so I did say that experience is not what happens to a man, but what a man does with what happens to him. And that's pretty much just what you can need to exercise every time when we talk about thoughts being causes and conditions which are effects.
So you can say yes or no.
Would you allow your future son or daughter to be a rapper?
Around you, your brain will continually seeking creative ways to solve the problem. As a result, you always become smarter and quicker, with more of your thinking brain available to you faster. If you want to learn a physical sport, or in this particular case, as an artist, you begin to learn the basic moves or the basic music theory concepts, and then the more advanced moves, alright? You practice these skills over and over again until you can perform them and go through the motions naturally and easily over time. To master the discipline of problem solving, you need to develop a formula of methods that enable you to deal with effectively with almost any problem you face in the course of your career or personal life. Fortunately, there is a proven formula for problem solving and decision making that you can use in almost any situation. Let's take a look. A 9-step method for solving problems effectively. Step 1. Take the time to define the problem clearly. In medicine, they say that accurate diagnosis is half the cure. Therefore, you need to ask, what exactly is the problem? Therefore, it is absolutely amazing how several people can become upset about a problem in an organization, but every one of them has a different idea or definition of the exact nature of the problem they are facing. Your job is to achieve clarity and to get everyone to agree on the definition of the problem before you move on to the business of solving it. Step 2. Ask, is it really a problem? Remember, there are some things that you can do nothing about. They are not problems, they are merely facts of life. If interest rates rise or the subprime mortgage market collapses, this is not a problem. It is something that is amendable to a solution. Instead, it is something that must be worked around and dealt with. Also, very often, what appears to be a problem or setback is continually or actually an opportunity in disguise. Sometimes the problem does not need to be solved at all. Instead, you are now free to do something completely different, which might be even better for you and your organization. Step 3. Ask, what else is the problem? Beware of the problem for which there is only one definition. The more ways you can define a problem, the more likely it is that you will find the best solution. Step 4. How did this problem occur? See to it that you understand the causes of the problem so that you can ensure that it doesn't happen again. If your life or business, if a problem reoccurs repeatedly, it is a sign that your business is poorly organized or out of control in that area. Therefore, or there is a better defect built into your systems that is causing the same problem to recur. Your job is to find out why this happens repetitively so you can solve the problem at its root. Step 5. What are all the possible solutions? The more possible solutions you develop, the more likely you will come up with the right one. The quality of the solutions seem to be in the direct proportion of solutions considered in problem solving. Beware a problem for which there is only one solution. Step 6. Ask, what is the best solution at this time? Sometimes, any solution is better than no solution. An average solution vigorously executed is often superior to an excellent solution that cannot be implemented because of this complexity or because of no one or has the ability to execute it. The rule is that fully 80% of all problems should be dealt with immediately. Only 20% of problems need to be put off to a later time. If you must put off a problem, set a specific deadline for making a decision to solve that problem. And then make your decision at the deadline with whatever information you have at that time. There's a rule that says that every large problem was once a small problem that could have been solved easily and inexpensively at that time. Sometimes the best strategy is to nip it in the bud. When it is clear that there is a problem and a solution, do what has to be done and do it quickly. Step 7. Make a decision. Select a solution, any solution, and then decide on a course of action. Always ask, what is our next course of action? What are we going to do now? Step 8. Assign responsibility. Who exactly is going to carry out the solution or the different elements of the solution? It is quite common for a group of people to meet to solve a problem and to agree on a solution. But when the group meets again 2 weeks later, it turns out that nothing has happened. Why? No one has made specifically responsible for carrying out that decision. Step 9. Set a measure for the decision. What are you trying to accomplish with this decision, and how will you measure results? How will you know that it worked? The more accurately you can determine the results that you want to achieve by the solution, the more likely it is that you will achieve it. The big reward. The main reward you get for solving problems is the opportunity to solve bigger and more important problems. Your rate of pay and speed of motion or promotion, and therefore your forward movement in your career as an artist or in business, are largely determined by your problem solving ability. The more you focus on solutions, the more solutions you will come up with, and the more valuable your contribution will be to your organization. The flip side of self-esteem is called self-efficacy. Your level of self-efficacy is defined as how competent you feel you are to solve your problems and achieve your goals. The more competent you feel you are to solve the problem and difficulties of daily life, the larger problems and getting even more important results and accomplishments altogether. The determinant of your success. In your work life as an artist, your problem-solving ability largely determines everything you can accomplish. People who are good at solving problems are some of the most valuable and respected people in every area. For this reason, success has been defined as the ability to solve problems. This also means that happiness is the ability to solve problems. Leadership is the ability to solve problems. Being able to sell records as an artist is the ability to solve problems. When you practice self-discipline and self-control in the face of the inevitable and unavoidable problems and crises of day-to-day life, you become more competent and effective in everything you do. you will be respected and esteemed by everyone around you. You will experience a tremendous feeling of personal power and competence. In no time at all, you will become one of the most valuable people in your organization. So, solving problems is like solving mathematical equations. It is learnable with practice and repetition. Start by determining the biggest problems facing you today. Accept complete responsibility for solving the problems you encounter in your daily work, and then think about the solutions. Define your biggest business or personal problem clearly. Write it down, whatever exactly is the problem. Why is this a problem? Could it be an opportunity in disguise? If so, what opportunity or lesson could this problem contain or present to you? What else is the problem? Perhaps the root problem is something else, something you might not want to face. What are all the possible solutions? What else could be a solution? Select the biggest solution that is available to you. Of course, it's very essential that you have a sense of discipline in everything that you do, because the career path is long, and it can also be very short if you do not watch every step of your path clearly. What I'm trying to say is basically that you need to create some decision-making skills that you're always going to apply in every step of your career path. Because as an artist, one of the biggest setbacks that many other artists face is that they may not really have the funds or investment plans that they will need to market their music that they're trying to sell out there. That's the very essential reason why I have this afternoon decided to release and launch a new product on this market, because this is going to help you and myself and anybody that's interested in having a business relationship, because it's a very good fit for you. It's quick and easy to access. It's been tested and proven, and it's unbelievable. There's only one left, and no questions asked. You can even use it today to enhance your finances. Or for every song that you're going to create, you're going to need to market it. And for you to market it, that means that you're going to need to distribute it. So what are your distribution options? And this product that I'm launching is called the Melter Sequence. So basically, the Melter Sequence is a lottery generator application that you can use to predict lottery results from any lottery around the world. So if you're watching this in Zambia, we have the Zambian Lottery, which has 3 different types of games. If you're an artist and wish to have some extra cash to push your music and your brand, you can use my formula to win some extra cash. And I'm going to show you the predictions.
Tingo yambana kupeza pali ponze chabe tingo kambana chikwati chatu sichisebenza therefore I think ine manje nayenda
Nina Badula Mundola, second last born Mulia Banda. It's an A and the A mine. Kilioni and Zayatate. If I had to count the million times that I've been showered from heaven above, I've been blessed with a wonderful family. Most recently a beautiful doctor. Ala Nima Esa, Nima Pushinga, Benati Unasila, Koma Mulungo Samanisia. My story up by internet in my own. All they ever do is just make me stronger. Hold on, it won't be long. Mulungu wa mayanga bembelo. So don't you give up on your general. Don't you give up on me. Nikafezi nipita moche for service and carabino. Oh, don't you give ya Davide wachokela patali madezi ya pachipata de osaebala lonjezo unazipasa. Sometime back unapita na searching for a better life and apa ulimusisitimu usheiwe ukumbuka. Osawara ama kuona, osawara ama kumvera, bitirizana kusebenza olo bantu bakunyoze. Story yapa internet yosaya yopa olo wayaona they should make you stronger. Hold on, it won't be longer. Mulungu wa mayanga bembelo. So don't you give up on your general, don't you give up on me. Nikafezi nipita moche for service angala bungo. Oh, don't you give up on your general, don't you give up on me. Nikafezi nipita moche for service angala bungo.
Alright, now let's talk about General Uzi real quick, man. Because General Uzi is like a living legend, but he's not doing the most, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, because this is, you know, the actual foundation of Zambian music, you know what I mean?
The five-star general, ladies and gentlemen, General Uzi has been at it for decades, and of course, still going strong.
Much respect to the five-star general, stood the test of time, courageous.
Don't you give up on your general, don't you give up on me. Nikafezi nipita moche for service angala bungo. Oh, don't you give up on your general, don't you give up on me. Nikafezi nipita moche for service angala bungo. Oh, for service angala bungo. Don't you give up on your general, don't you give up on me. Nikafezi nipita moche for service angala bungo.
I love you, Dad. I love you, Mommy.